Yeah, I mean, once again, the whole rap battle thing that he had with M, I feel the same way you feel, Will. I ain't gonna lie, I feel the same exact way. But more to your point, I also felt the way that he didn't drop the other disc. That's kind of what I ultimately felt, not felt, but no, sorry. Ultimately, that's what I felt the way about was that. I was like, yo, how'd you do all this and now after Killshot, you're not gonna drop what you had? That just tells me that you got your ass kicked, in my opinion. That's just for me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want to call yourself a so-called rapper and go at the rap god, because that's not like you dropped because your response was Rap Devil till not alike. So then he responded back to your shit, and it wasn't like you was a definitive winner from not alike compared to you know, not Killshot, not alike compared to Rap Devil. So that's where I'm just like, where does he think that he thought he was in like that side of things, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, technically, M responded to your shit with Tech Nine. You know what I'm saying? That's technically what he responded to, which then you responded back with Rap Devil from Not Alike and everything else. So I don't know. I don't know about all that. I mean, he did switch genres after Killshot. He didn't really rap for a while after that since then. So like, but also, to what he was going through, because I was keeping up with MGK a little bit, like he was going through his battle of addiction and getting all that right. So like, we can say that. We can say as well as personal issues. We don't know. That's how I put it. Is that people don't really know. But either way, my man's got some talent. You know what I mean? My man's got some talent. My man can make some good music and good songs. And I am a music guy, especially if like you can do some shit. Now we waiting for Iceman to drop so I can see if I'm gonna like that. You know what I mean? But like so far I haven't heard a single I like out of that motherfucker. But we'll see though. Stay tuned. You feel me? Stay tuned. All around the world. Da, da, da. Wish I had a. Then I had a. Yes, sir. I seen the link, my brother. You sent it about 4 times, I think. I seen it. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna get to it because I got a lineup here. You know what I'm saying? So I may or may not get to it today. You already know how it goes, but I did see it. You know I be seeing it, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know I be seeing it. You asked me a couple of times. I'm just, I'm working through the vibe right now. I'm working through the vibe. Brother is just working through the vibe. You if you don't see it now, you might see it pop up on the flash. You know what I'm saying? You might see it pop up on the flash. It all depends. It all depends on where I'm at, where my energy's at, and everything else. Cause I wasn't even really supposed to pull up today. I ain't even gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna pull up. I was gonna clean, do stuff, but I got laundry and the thing because I'm fucking tired. I'm not even gonna lie. I am fucking tired. What you mean by the next aux cord, Will? That might be a that's a data thing. The Oz cord is a Dada thing. If that's what you asking, Dada does the thing. No, 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 you good, Serge. You good, Serge. You know you good over here. I just wanted to let you know I seen it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think you be thinking I'd be ignoring stuff, but I'm like, all right, I see it. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a better job at trying to acknowledge that I seen it, but I do be seeing it, and I do click on it, and I do have it ready. I just be in the flow of everything else and too. So I just be, I do it, move forward, keep chatting and shit. And as you see, I'm losing track of everything as this live has started. So it's not you, dog. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I'm tired as fuck. I just want to lay in my bed. I just didn't feel like kind of doing nothing or like just moving around while I did it. And I was kind of listening to music and eating at the same time. So I said, if I'm listening to music and shit and vibing around the house, I was like, let me just pull up on a live real quick, get some reactions out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I did have a lineup and stuff like that. I did have the set that I was gonna do. I dropped a couple of reactions today. And it's the end of the month. So at the end of the month, I like to kind of just get the remainder of stuff out the way. Then I like to set myself up for, the push for the next 20 some odd days into the next month. And then I rinse and repeat, you know what I mean? And then hopefully find some newer artists, you know what I'm saying, continue to grow the channel. I got some pod episodes that I gotta edit. So That's the main part is doing all of that, man. When I fucking add on to my plate, I always gotta do two things. I gotta step back and I gotta unplug. You know what I mean? Because the healthy thing when you do all this and not to just burn out and everything is to just kind of unplug yourself from it for a little bit. So like I feel like in the last 2 years or so or whatever, however long it's been, I feel like it's coming up on 2 years, right? Should be coming up on 2 years. Yeah, I think it's coming up on 2 years. So for like the last almost 2 years, I've just been trying to figure out how to balance everything as things continue to grow, as things maybe speed up, and the more shit that I keep doing. So, I gotta remodify that and check into myself or check in with myself every every month. You know what I'm saying? Every month I gotta make sure I don't lose the plot, get beside myself or just overwhelm myself. Like I think I ran into that a couple months ago, and I'm kind of low key running into that again because I started the other channel. But that's what probably is going to happen with next month. Like y'all will see reactions, won't be doing lives as much probably because I want to set up my other channel to be caught up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a completion anxiety type of guy, and now since I got that other channel kind of just doing what it needs to do, I'm like, all right, let me get my other material out there because I want to just kind of put all the podcast stuff over there. So we got a lot to do with that. So that'll be my focus probably in the month of May. There will still be reactions. We're not saying this to say that reactions ain't happening. We're just saying that to be like, if you don't see me pop up all the time, that's because there's stuff happening on the other channel. So it is called BITO'S Couch Potato Podcast. It is BITO'S Couch Conversations. You want me to send the link over to you? I got you. I got you. I can send that link over to you right now, my brethren. And that is if you're not familiar, sir, that is the channel where I mostly have conversations with independent artists, you know, building my legends of hip hop catalog and resume, you know what I'm saying, and content creators, so it's just generally a hip hop conversation, a conversation in general, so it could just be about a whole bunch of shit. But if you see how this channel is kind of molded, you'll see how those conversations get molded as well too, and they get random too. Like I've had Ray Vibe, Uncle Ray over there. I've had Archie. I've had Damo. I've had Dada multiple times. I've had Hard Target. I've had Simple Man. I've had Mickey Fax. I've had Big D's, a Boston artist as well too. I've had my homies on here. You know what I'm saying? My man Keith, who's also a photographer, does film. He does music videos too. I'm just drawing a blank on what the fuck you call that for some reason. And it wasn't filmography because that was crazy. Like I said, I'm on one today. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely on one today, but that's because I need to be in my out there bed. But he does that. Then I have my other man's who does a lot for the city of Boston and the youth. So I try to do a blend of a bunch of different stuff, which basically becomes a conversation. You know what I mean? And we do that over there. So yes, sir. It's that one. It's that one. It's that one. And it's funny how that one's kind of just picked up a little bit because I sat on that channel from last year when I started this, right? Because I started both channels around the same time. Well, probably at the same time to keep it honest, because I wanted to get into sports and do like Celtic shit like that because I had a vision. But, I had to focus on one thing before the other. So I decided to pick that up and just transform that really into what we talking about right now. And it's funny because I had 8 subscribers, maybe like 6 or something like that, like the entire time. And then once I started doing the music shit, and Renegade is real thick, you know what I'm saying? Because I think I did a couple of Ren conversations because they happened to come up, and I split my pods up as well too. And the Renegades, like always, they come flooding, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping to build more than just Ren fans, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mind all of that because I know when they come through, they'd be like, so you're gonna talk about Ren today? Like it's a conversation. So whenever the conversation that happens to come up, it'll come up so it won't be just Ren centric because I know a lot of Renegades come in and wanted to be Ren centric. So I hope that that's not what they're thinking going into that. But I appreciate the subs regardless. But I know that's why they be coming too, you know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. Everybody likes who they like, you know what I mean, and likes to see how people talk about their people. So there ain't no big deal about that. And with Ren, with what he's doing with fucking Chris Webby and just in general, Ren is gonna come up in conversation, you know what I'm saying? Especially because I listen to a lot of Ren. Like if you see my Ren playlist, the shit be popping. So, you know what I'm saying? I do Ren and I can talk about a lot of Ren. It's just that the conversation has to come up with people who also know or are familiar with Ren. So if that happens, Ren will come up. But if it don't happen, there ain't gonna be no Ren conversations because who can I have a conversation with if they don't know about Ren? What up, B? What's popping with you? How you doing? So the next song we'll get into, so I want to get a few of these out the way because I need some reacts to get into for next month too. Because obviously, we got Drake coming, we got Fridays coming, you know what I'm saying? And we got how many more Fridays we got left in this month? We got a couple. I think we got one or two left. We got one or two more Fridays left. This might be the last Friday coming up, and now that I'm thinking about it. So we got one Friday left in the month. So there's gonna be some new music and shit coming out. Um, we got the beginning of the month where you never know what's going to happen at the beginning of the month, man. You don't know what type of shit's about to unfold, but I know that second week of May, we're going to do a Drake full album reaction to that. I'm not going to do it live cuz I want to listen to that shit in peace where I don't have to fucking deal with YouTube being like, "Nah," cuz I want to do that in flow and in rhythm and I'd be like, "Oh shit, y'all. I got to shut it off because YouTube said nah." So as soon as that drops probably midnight, I'm gonna have that. So what is it, May 15th? That morning, if all goes well, we gonna have that. We gonna definitely have that. Um, let's see. Am I the only one who thinks it's fake that Cole got clowned for apologizing and then praised after his album? Also, they praised him for saying sorry because Kendrick killed Drake with Not Like Us. You said a lot, but what exactly do you mean? Do you mean that like the second half of it? Because I get the first half of it, but the second half you're saying they praise him for saying sorry because Kendrick killed Drake with Not Like Us. I'm not understanding that part. But well, I don't even think I understand. Do I think it's fake? What part is fake? His apology or the fans kind of praising and flip flopping with him? Because I got a couple of answers for you on that. I got a couple of answers. Let me know exactly what you mean so I can answer that correctly. Because I like what you asking, but I want to make sure I'm understanding what you asked. While we wait for that, I'll load up this song and let me go check on my laundry. The city is pretty on the skin, just like a flower. Says 7 minutes, but we ain't about to be here for just 7 minutes. Be here for a couple minutes, not 7 minutes. I appreciate that, Serge. I appreciate that, bro. Hey, I appreciate you too, my brother. I appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate those of you that come through support, lurking and smirking, hitting the buttons, engaging in the comments, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all y'all for real, for real. You know what I'm saying, Serge? You are a consistent couch gang flyer. You are consistent. I like it. Do it for you, dog. Since the early 2000s, you sound like me. You sound like me. But Norman San, you know what I'm saying? He's a good one. B. Norman Song's a good one. I mean, the flip flop when J. Cole said sorry and people clowned on him for that and then said it's okay, J. Cole, you apologize after Kendrick killed Drake. So they randomly apologized because Drake lost. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I can't say what the fans are. I mean, for me, I just liked his album. I still ain't really forgive him for it. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole rule of thumb, right, when it came to what Cole did, we'll talk about what Cole did in regards to that beef was like. All right, you apologize. Do I respect you as a battle MC on wax? Not as much because you threw rocks and hit your hand. Are you still a dope MC? Yeah. Was the apology corny to me? Yeah. Have I seen it before in hip hop? No. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other hand, I'm like, all right, once the dust settles, because now we're like 2 years in away from the beef, so like, or the battle, whatever you want to call it, the moment, and I just simply don't care as far as for J. Cole. So with J. Cole, kind of like everybody though, everybody was on this clock for me. What are you gonna do with your albums after the dust settles on how are they gonna sound? Now Kendrick smashed it out the park when he dropped G and X, his follow up, because this is all you need to do is what do you do after the battle? How does your music sound after the battle, and what is your impact directly after the battle? Win, lose, or draw. Kendrick blew it out the water. Cole, we was waiting for a while, but we got a fire ass album from Cole. Drake is next. Where's Iceman? You know what I'm saying? So with Iceman, I'm just like, what are we gonna get with Iceman? Are we gonna receive it well? Is it gonna be something game changing? Are we gonna get something different? Is it gonna be impactful? Or is it gonna be the same song and dance? And I personally think that Drake is under that pressure because you can't make people wait this long. You can't do all this promo stuff. Iceman's coming. You can't have academics fucking posting about it all the time. And then when you drop it, it is the same old Drake songs that we've heard for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like at least will. I don't know how it is with Cole's album, but with Kendrick's album, you was playing that forever. You know what I'm saying? You was probably playing that for the longest time up until probably like this year, maybe. And I'm still playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? This times I'm still playing a bunch of songs off of that. So is Drake's songs gonna linger that long, or is it gonna be the 100 gigabyte situation? Is it gonna be the sexy songs for you situation where the album comes and it goes? He has to make it go as long as like Kendrick's album did, in my opinion. Like that's what you're measuring this up to, because that's what we've all been waiting for. We've all been waiting to see if Drake's album is gonna be fire, and if it's gonna be different and better than Kendrick's album. That's my personal opinion. That's all we're measuring this up to. And not even saying that we're gonna be like, oh, if it doesn't sound like a GNX, it sucks. But will you have a different sound? Because with Kendrick, you were like, all right, he's putting on for the West Coast. He's got a different sound. He's brought out a cultural moment. You know what I'm saying? He made it cultural for West Coast hip hop, especially. With Cole, you got super good storytelling. You got a story from young Cole to old Cole. Like there was a concept. What is Drake going to do? You know what I'm saying? We can't have same old Drake. I think this is where we're at with this. Like the expectation is that we're gonna get a hip hop album. Are we gonna get an R&B album? Which I don't think that's what any of us are like wanting right now. I mean, I don't know what people really want because we don't know what Drake's gonna sound like. We don't even know what he's gonna sound like because there's not a hot sound right now either. We have no idea how Drake's gonna sound. You feel me? We don't even know if he's gonna be sounding like the Migos, if he's gonna be rapping like Ice Spice, if he's gonna sing like The Weeknd. We don't know what's gonna be brought with this album. I'm looking forward to it though. Like best believe I'm gonna listen to it, but will it impact? Will the Iceman have impact on this, or will all this promo go to waste? That's what I got for you, Will. Honestly, I like Cole's album, and I'm not a Cole fan, Will. I'm not a big Cole fan like that. To keep it a buck, like I fuck with him, but this was the first project where I was like, oh shit, I fucks with Cole. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be looking forward to what Cole drops after the fact. Now, I've ignored his little promo runs that he's done in these podcasts and making it seem like he's been a fake great rapper. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how I take what I've seen, what he said, because I've seen the snippet, so I'm guilty of the snippet game right now with this. But from what I've seen from multiple snippets from multiple podcasts, it seems the same theme is that he's pretending that he's a great rapper, which is similar to like how I feel like when rappers be like, yeah, I'm only saying I'm gangster on the beats, but I'm not really gangster like that in real life. That kind of pissed me off. Now, do I know the whole context? Nah. But just seeing that, I made my own context. It was like, nah, like you can't just say that. And then I gotta respect the pen now. Like I'm gonna have to watch the whole thing because I've ignored it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm only giving you what I've seen, and I'm like, that's what I'm gathering. I'm just like, I can't, accept that. But at some point, I'll look into it because Cole is on the strong side for me. Cole is somebody who I've liked the mixtape with Clue, and I liked his album. So I'm just like, let me just ignore this little run he's doing right now because if I see or hear anything that I'm gonna disagree with, I'll go right back. I'll go right back to be like, all right, man, Cole's whatever, like Cole's cool, but like he don't even stand on anything. He don't even stand on being a great rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm gonna be at if like that's what I gather from the context of what he said. So I'm leaving it alone. I'm definitely leaving it alone. Will, it only feels like 6 months ago because every time we turn around, we're hearing Drake kind of like insinuate he's dropping fucking Iceman, and then all this just gets kicked up again. So yeah, I get it, but yeah, it's been 2 years, 2024, dog. You know what I'm saying? 2024, and maybe when did the beef start? Did it already start at this point? I can't remember because he's dropping it May 15th. When did they drop the first beef diss track? Oh, okay. That would have been funny if he dropped that shit directly on the day that I like that drop. But he did it about 11 days before. So that's like the same thing. It's like the same thing, right? Oh no, it was March. My fault. I'm thinking May and shit. My bad, my bad, my bad. So it's way off. Has nothing to do with it. Scratch that. Scrap it. Scrap it. Yeah, nah, he's not talking wreck like that on the album. It's a really good album, to be honest with you. It's a very good album, just kind of telling you where he's from, his come up. It's storytelling Cole. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely storytelling Cole. I fucked with it. It's the first Cole album I was like, yo, I like this. You know what I'm saying? It was the first album I actually took time to appreciate because I never really was a fan of Cole just during his come up and shit, to be honest with you. I was never a fan.